Today, we are going to do a little more data tracking. Kind of yesterday, we kind of looked at some data. We did some goal setting for your benchmarks and where you want to be by the end of the year. We're going to continue to do that today and tomorrow. I think it's really good to set goals at the beginning of the new year. I know it's cliche. I know. But it's just a good thing to do, especially for academics. I found that a lot of the time, I never set goals in high school because I didn't know how, for one. Two, I didn't realize the importance. And three, I just didn't have the information I needed to start. I know that's kind of like knowing how, but it's hard to figure out even where to look. So I'm giving you the information. And I really think this will be interesting to you. It should be. It's kind of where your brain is at, or your lack of motivation for some of you. So we are with the CBAs today. CBAs are curriculum-based assessments. Those are the questions that look like EOC questions or STAR questions, the unit tests we take at the end of every unit. So we've taken 3 so far, unit 1, 2, and 3. If you're English 2 and you're watching this, you've taken 1, 2, and 2A. Okay. So for goal setting today, you're going to answer your discussion question. Please make sure you are answering those. You will get a grade on those at the end of the week. And then we are going to go to this link right here, the CBA tracking sheet, and it's going to, we're going to make a bar graph of your grade so far. So I need you also to go to your Gmail. Okay. When I tell you I email something to you, I just want to reiterate because I know before break, a lot of people were confused on this. When I email something to you, I mean in your Gmail account. I'm sorry if you prefer Schoology messages. For reasons I don't have time to go into and you don't care to hear, Schoology messages are not very user-friendly for teachers, and they're not very quick and accurate. Sending an email is. I can just copy and paste data over and get it out to you in about 0.5 seconds. Please keep in mind that I have about 140 of you. So when I'm sending individual things to each of you, like I am with this, it takes some time, okay? So we are going to, I need you to check your Gmail and look at those 3 test scores I sent you, okay? Those are your 3 scores that you've, for the whole year, what you've made on your Unit 1, Unit 2, and Unit 3, or Unit 1, 2, and 2A. So then you're going to go to your assignment here. I think yours says, I think you have to click over here. And you open it up, and this is your CBA tracking sheet. So when you open this up, this is my copy, so it doesn't change. Yours will change. Yours will say your last name dash CBA tracking E1, okay? Or E2 if you're English 2. Please make sure it says that up here. And then what you can do from there is after you submit this, it will save in your Google Drive, and you can go back and find this document whenever you want, okay? It's your own copy. We do that so you can write on them, so or type on them, okay? But you can go back anytime in your Google Drive and find the same document if you're wanting to show your parents, look, I've been steadily improving on my scores. My goal for my next test is blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's say you had a rough time on your first assessment, right? And your score for that one, oh my gosh, was a 50. Okay. Now this is not your score with corrections, with the curve, with extra credit, none of that. Okay. This is your raw, what you actually scored on this exam. So it does not reflect the scores in Skyward for those of you who have been correcting. Okay. Let's say Unit 2, you did a little bit better and you made a 65. Okay. And Unit 3, our best score yet, you went up to a 70. Let's say your goal for the end of year is you want to be like a 90 right here. Now, this is Unit 6. This is end of year. You're not going to touch these 3 yet, Units 4, 5, and 6. Those are the 3 we're testing over this semester. It's hard to believe we've already been through a whole semester, and that was only 3 units. So we only have 3 left, okay? You're not going to touch those yet. You're just going to do these 3, but keep in mind where you would like to be for this one, okay? Your goal setting for that, okay? So then you are going to, after you type in your scores, you're going to go to Insert, Chart. You'll click on this line 8 right here. Insert, Chart. Okay, you see this right here? And you can move this wherever you want on your screen. Unit 1, Foundations of Reading and Writing. It shows you in a bar graph that you've been steadily improving, okay? For some of you, these may be a little skewed. Maybe you tried really hard on your first day of school. You made a 90. Second time, you didn't care as much. You made a 70, and then you went back up because you were like, oh, geez, I need to get that back up, and you made an 85. So your data might be kind of all over the place. That'll let you know that you kind of need to get your butt in gear and start shooting for up here. Because the truth about these tests is that, yes, we're learning different things and testing over different things, but really a lot of the main questions are the same. They're going to ask author's purpose. They're going to ask characterization, tone. It's the same style questions, okay? So your unit tests are not that much different. You read a passage, you answer the questions about typically what the author is trying to do and or say, and some revising and editing questions or grammar questions, okay, and that's it. They're essentially the same. So these scores should not be all over the place. They should not be dramatically different. And if they are, that probably has more to do with your mood that day or your motivation. Sometimes if you're really tired or just not in a test-taking mood, those scores can be way off, okay? But this is a good way to step back and evaluate yourself and how you need to do that. Okay, you will have to submit this chart or make this chart and submit it for a grade. Okay, because I need to know that you know where you are in your sharing. Okay, and then let's see, we're going to go back here to our, you're going to go back to the Schoology page, and right here, your button will say submit. Okay, do not exit out of the Schoology page. See, my tracking page is still open, but you go back right here and you have to click submit or it will not submit for an assignment. Okay, so then it on my end will show me that you have not done it, and you will get a 0. So please don't do that. Okay, make sure you answered your discussion question, and just again, we kind of want to know where you are for this. Okay, good luck. Let me know if you need any help. Hey guys, one more thing I forgot to mention. Don't forget to do the Google form on the Schoology page as well, setting your goals for today. Okay?